I can't stop, they're so good. Hi, I'm Lauren and welcome to the Side Chef Studio Kitchen. Today we'll be making cheeseless bean and cheese burritos. Honestly, even without real cheese, I feel like you really aren't sacrificing any of the flavor in these burritos. You have the beans, you've got the sauce, and it all comes together in this perfect little package that you just fry for a second in some oil, and bam, it's like you're back at the drive-thru. So first we're gonna roughly chop the carrot. It doesn't actually matter the size, you just wanna chop it into pieces so that it cooks faster. Just like that. Now we're gonna chop the onion. So we're gonna use 1/4 cup of the onions for the cheese sauce, and the rest we're going to use for assembling the burritos. To cook the carrot, we're going to boil it in water for 15 minutes. The reason we do this is just to soften the carrot so that it blends into the cheese sauce easier. So I'm not vegan, but I love cheese, and dairy's been giving me trouble as I've gotten into my mid-20s. I think this is a great compromise for those of us who might struggle with eating cheese, but still really love the flavor. And I love the flavor so, so much.
I love you.
You know the carrots are ready when you can easily pierce them with a fork. Now we're gonna make the cheese sauce. And I know it looks like a lot of ingredients here, but really it's not. It's just a lot of spices. We're gonna start by adding the carrots. Next, we're gonna add the tofu. After that, we'll add the onions, the nutritional yeast. Next, we'll add the lemon juice, white vinegar, the garlic powder, paprika, chili powder, some cumin, and then we've got a little bit of mustard. Finally, we've got our salt. And then now these are optional, but I like to add a couple pickled jalapenos. Not only do they add a little bit of spice, but they also add a little bit more tanginess to the sauce. Now we blend. You just have to blend all the ingredients together until smooth. Our cheese sauce has been blended. Let's take a look. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh yeah, we did it. Right now, I'm going to take these refried beans and I'm going to put them in a pan with some garlic powder and some cumin and a splash of nut milk. I'm going to stir them around and I'm going to just let them heat through. You want these to be soft, but make sure not to add too much nut milk because they'll get too runny and then they won't stay in the burritos. We're going to cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes just until they're warmed through because they're already technically cooked. Now we're going to assemble our burritos. We're going to start with a warmed tortilla. And you want to make sure it's warmed because that makes it a little more pliable. You can either use the microwave or the stove. Next, we're going to take some of the taco sauce, roughly a tablespoon, and smear it on the second half of the burrito closest to you. Like that. We're going to follow up with about 2 tablespoons of the cheese sauce. And after that, it's time for the beans. And we're going to add between 1/3 and 1/2 cup. Kind of depends on the size of your tortilla, but you don't want to add too much or you won't be able to close them properly and then they won't seal. And finally, a little bit of diced onion. And now we get to wrap our burrito. So first, we are going to fold the sides in. We're going to pull the back half over and keep tucking over the top. We're gonna pinch in the sides again. And there we go. Great, these look good. We've assembled our burritos and now it's time to crisp them up a little. The way we're gonna do that is by frying them in around 2 tablespoons of oil until they're golden brown, around 3 minutes per side. We're just gonna let the oil heat up a little bit and then we'll get started. We're gonna do this in 2s and you're gonna wanna add them seam side down. The reason we add these seam side down is to seal the openings so that they stay shut and nothing spills out while they're frying. When did I make my first burrito? No idea. When did I eat my first burrito? I think I was 4. I think it might have actually been a Taco Bell burrito. Now we're gonna flip them over and let them go for another 3 minutes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. We really do want this sort of golden brown, crispy color. So we're gonna let these go for another 3 minutes, and then we are going to transfer them to this paper towel lined tray to drain a little bit. So disclaimer, I know that this isn't real Mexican food, but I think that, you know, self-acceptance is loving both. It's loving the Taco Bell and the mole poblano. It's loving the bean burrito and the tamales, all in one. You know, it is possible. Look at these guys. Oh, this is the perfect golden color. I'm so excited to eat these. These are perfect for family gatherings, late night cravings, and eating over the counter at midnight. And the best part of it is they're guilt-free. Your cheese is made of tofu and carrots, but this last one's for me. They're perfect. Enjoy, you guys.